Hey guys, welcome back to the doremicom channel. I'm here with Matt from ReaverHobbies. I think it was important for me to take a step back and let you guys know about what else is going on in the YouTube verse. Basically, as we're talking about 40K and we're talking about War Machine and we're talking about Hordes, it's kind of important to realize that we have some homegrown stuff going on in our backyard. So with Matt from ReaverHobbies, like I said, is going to be talking to us about Shattered Verse. And for those of you guys who don't know about it, Matt, what YouTube channel should they go to get?
Shattered Verse 1 is the channel name.
We'll put a link in here somewhere, and go ahead and jump there if you guys are interested in taking a look at it earlier. We will be reviewing it on the doremicom channel eventually, but I am taking a small break after my 2 weeks of videos coming up to a conclusion before I jump into it. And Matt's very understanding for kind of getting me hooked up into Shattered Verse just a little bit, and then unfortunately I'm having to delay a little bit before we get into it. So Matt, tell us a little bit about it. How did it get started, and how long have you guys been working on the concepts behind it?
All right. Shattered Verse is, as doremicom said, a homebrew war game. I can't talk tonight. It was in a year or so of development before it actually launched. Adam was writing everything out. That was probably around this time of the year, a year ago. And then we officially launched just before last summer, or this following summer.
Okay.
And,
let me jump in here real quick for you guys. Adam is the guy who kind of runs that YouTube channel that you saw earlier, the Shattered Verse 1, and you and Matt, are there more people on the development team than just you and Adam?
Yeah, there are us, obviously. There's Tyler, that is Spleen Stabber is his channel. We have Clay, that's Clay is a Jedi 444. We have Sean, Underfire 987, amongst others. Those are the other major YouTube channels, though.
Okay, well, we'll make sure that we put
guys on board.
We'll make sure that we put links to every single one of the people. Again, for those of you guys who are hungry to get into some Shattered Verse, it looks promising. I've taken a look at the core rule system. It's impressive how much work these guys have put into it. I actually understand that Shattered Verse, the original game, was actually kind of, at least the concept behind it, was developed in an earlier YouTube campaign. Did you want to go into that a little bit?
I'm pretty sure the majority of the community is involved or familiar with the former Lost System campaign. Well, I actually shouldn't say former, because there are a few people still sustaining it, like Ren Zero. That was basically the test run for the concept behind the online campaign idea that we came up with, and that is the main principle of Shattered Verse, the online campaign concept. And the Lost System was what we used for a testing ground, basically. And 40K was just the prime rule system at the time, so put two and two together.
So, guys, one of the things that I got to say that really impresses me about this whole concept is the guys working on Shattered Verse actually take all your guys' suggestions to add to the storyline, to add to the fluff. If you want to be kind of a part of this Shattered Verse storyline, jumping into the game and throwing up some bat reps with some background and fluff to make everyone understand what's going on.
It's a very narrative game, if you don't mind me jumping in. It's
please.
It's real narrative. As I said, there's no tournament based, no competitiveness or that kind of competitiveness. It obviously is a war game, but it's very fluff driven. There are races in the game. But the way our army organization works, you mix and match races, and then you just play a fluffy faction. And then the online campaigns that we run, depending on the outcomes of those, they actually affect the content of the following books and supplements that we work on.
Okay, so do you guys actually have models, or what do you? Can anyone just use 40K models for this game?
Yes, that was something that we discussed. It's recommended for the 15 millimeter scale, but it works fine in 28, which is 40K scale. I've actually gone as far as trying to have a 15 mil army fight a 28 mil army. Still works fine. So yeah, it's really the closest thing I've ever found to an unbreakable system as far as scaling is concerned. So within reason, use whatever the hell you want.
No one should be putting their Transformers on the table.
Yeah. And actually, we do actually have a race that are 18-foot bipedal biomechanical organisms. So yeah.
So I stand corrected.
You
So Matt, thank you for joining me for this quick interview.
No problem.
I know it's really short. I didn't give you a lot of details, guys, about what this game is, but I really want to actually sit down, play a couple of games, and really kind of get into it before I let you guys know too much about it. Just because I'd much rather it come from a perspective of actual knowledge rather than, well, I heard it was blah, 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 blah. But I will tell you, based on the initial rule set that I've taken a look at it, it's pretty impressive how much time and detail these guys have put into it. So that's it from the doremicom channel for 2 weeks of video. This is video for Friday. Later, guys.